please be our girlfriend. We adore you. She is mine. No, she's mine. No!
Oh my God!
She's mine. No, she's mine.
Oh my God!
That night, something was wrong. Not wrong in a way people could explain easily, but wrong in a way that made the air heavy, like something unseen had entered the room. I walked in slowly, her heels tapping gently against the tiled floor. And then it happened. Every man turned. Not gradually, not curiously, but instantly, as if something pulled their heads at the same time. A married man stopped mid-conversation and dropped his glass. Another stood up without realizing. One even whispered, "Who is she?" I smiled softly, bringing out a small tube of lip gloss from her purse. She applied it slowly, carefully, like a ritual she had mastered. And within seconds, a man left his wife sitting alone. Another pushed his friends aside just to get closer. One fell to his knees. Yes, to his knees. But behind her, in the large mirror on the wall, her reflection did not move with her. It stood still, watching, smiling differently, hungry. Because what he was using was no longer just a charm. It was something else entirely. But besties, let's go straight right back to before all this started. Long before fear began to follow her name, before whispers traveled fast down her footstep, before mothers warned their sons about girls like her, A was known for something else entirely. She was known for her goodness. In a modest neighborhood on the outskirts of Benin City, she lived with her widowed mother in a small house with cracked walls and a leaking roof. Life was not easy, but A made it bearable. She woke up before sunrise every day, fetched water, helped her mother cook, went to the market, and still found time to braid children's hair for small money just to support the home. People respected her, not because she had money, but because she had character. Old women would say, "That girl, she has a good spirit." And it was true. She was gentle. She was patient. She believed in love, real love, the kind that stays, the kind that doesn't lie, the kind that doesn't leave. Then came Tunde. He wasn't the richest man in Benin City, but he spoke like a man who had seen the world. He was charming, confident, and most importantly, he noticed her. At first, she resisted. He was not the kind of girl to fall easily. But Tunde was patient. He showed up every day, helped her carry things from the market, walked her home, spoke kindly to her mother, and slowly, he became part of her world. Then came the promises. Marriage, a better house, a future outside poverty, a life where she wouldn't have to struggle anymore. I believed him, not blindly, but deeply. And when she finally gave him her heart, she gave it completely. But love, when given to the wrong person, can become a weapon. One morning, Tunde was gone. No messages, no explanation, no goodbye, just silence. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into whispers. And the whispers became truths. Tunde had left. Not because of problems, not because of distance, but because he had found someone richer in Lagos. Someone who could give him the life he wanted faster. Annie did not scream. She did not fight. She did not confront him. She simply changed. Pain has a voice, and sometimes it speaks louder than reasons. Annie stopped laughing, stopped trusting, stopped believing in anything good. Inside her, something hardened, something cold, something dangerous. Then came Sandra, a girl from same area, but living a completely different life. Always dressed well, always surrounded by men, always receiving gifts, never struggling. One evening, Sandra sat beside A and said quietly, "You are too good for this world." A said nothing, but Sandra continued, "Men don't love good girls. They use them." That sentence stayed. It planted something. Days later, Sandra took her somewhere, a place at the edge of town, a place people avoided but secretly knew. There, they met a woman, cold, calm, too calm. Her eyes didn't blink much, and when she spoke, it felt like she already knew everything. She didn't ask many questions. She simply looked at Ellie and said, "You want to be chosen?" Ellie swallowed, then nodded. The woman smiled faintly and brought her three items: a small bottle of perfume, a shiny lip gloss, and a hand mirror. "You will no longer wait to be loved," the woman said. "You will be desired. But remember, what comes this way does not come freely." Ellie didn't care because at that point, she was no longer thinking like the girl she used to be. The change was immediate. The first day she used the perfume, men noticed her. The second day, they approached. By the third day, they were competing. Her phone started ringing non-stop. Money began to come. Gifts, clothes, shoes, everything she once struggled for now came easily. She felt powerful, in control, untouchable. But power without understanding is dangerous. At first, it was exciting. Then it became strange. Men didn't just like her, they were obsessed over her. One man left his wife and children. Another lost his job chasing her around. One sold his car just to impress her. Then came the day that changed everything. A man she barely knew saw her at a gathering, looked at her, walked forward, and suddenly collapsed, foaming at the mouth, calling her name, crying, laughing, all at once. People said he had gone mad. Annie laughed it off at first, but that night she had a dream. She saw herself standing in front of a mirror, but her reflection was not normal. It smiled when she didn't, moved when she was still, and behind it was something else, something watching. She woke up sweating, her heart racing. That was when fear began. Days passed, and things got worse. She couldn't sleep properly. She heard whispers, felt watched, even when she was alone. One evening, she stood in front of her mirror again, and this time, she saw it clearly. Her reflection, smiling slowly, but her real face was not smiling. She stepped back, terrified, and for the first time, she understood. This thing is not helping me, it is using me. Fear can break pride, and that was exactly what happened. Erin ran, not to Sandra, not to the old woman, but to someone she never thought she would run to. A small church at the corner of the street, a place she once ignored. She entered quietly, sat at the back, and listened. Then she met him, a man unlike the others. He looked at her and did not react. No desire, no confusion, no attraction. Just calm understanding. He said, "You are tired." That was all it took. She broke down, crying, shaking, unable to hold it anymore. She told him everything. And he said something she would never forget. What you collected is not free. And what is not free always collects its payments. It was not easy. Nothing about it was easy. She had to let go of everything: the perfume, the lip gloss, the mirror, the attention, the money, the power. And when she did, it felt like something was being pulled out of her. Painfully, violently, completely. She screamed, cried, fell, but she did not stop. Because for the first time, she wanted peace more than power. Months later, A was different. Not the same girl, but not the broken one either. She was calm, at peace, stronger. Misty noticed her, but this time, It was different. No obsession, no madness, no fear, just respect. And slowly, she began to rebuild her life. Not with shortcuts, not with manipulations, but with truth. Aina tells her story to young girls who remind her of who she used to be. She tells them, pain can push you into darkness, but don't build your home there. Not everything that gives you attention gives you love, and not everything that gives you power is from God. Then she smiles softly and says, because I once had everything, and it nearly destroyed me. And that is the story of the girl who used charm to control men until she realized something else. Hey besties, so we have come to the end of today's story. I don't really have much to say concerning this story and no much moral lessons for today's story because the story alone has already give out so many moral lessons. Honestly, things like this happens today. You see some people are not contented with what they have. They just want something else. And most of the case, they have one or two things that drove them into being that kind of person. They weren't like that at first. But I feel like no matter what the case might be or what you are going through, you shouldn't allow yourself to be pushed into something devilish, something demonic, because honestly, you are the one that will bear the cost at last. So why do something that you know this thing is wrong? Because I feel like no one should be blaming the devil. I know the devil is bad, yes, but some of us just do things and later ended up blaming the devil because before we do this thing, we know this thing is bad, but we decided to go ahead with it. And at the end of the day, we'll say it's the cause of the devil. No, because before she went into this thing, when she got there, her mind was judging now, but she decided to go on with these things. And at the end of the day, we all saw where this led her to. It wasn't good. So please, all the young girls and all the young ladies out there, please and please do not be driven by any circumstances or whatsoever. Do not let peer pressure push you into anything. Do not be driven by what your friend has or what they don't have, or because someone did something to you and you want to no, don't do that. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm here to share this story with you so you can learn from this. Do not make such mistake. That's all I have to say today. So thank you so much for watching, besties. Please do not forget to give this story a very big thumbs up so that YouTube, TikTok can recommend these videos to others, so that the algorithm can push these videos to others, so that other people can see this video and learn from this video, just as you have learned one of two from this video. Please and please do well to subscribe to this channel because we post good and amazing stories. We post funny stories to take you off things, stories to take your mind off things, stories to give you moral lessons. Our stories are very lesson filled and they are very, very interesting. Please do well to subscribe, and if you are watching on TikTok, please do well to follow me on this page. Please and please do not forget to comment. You know I love reading comments from you all my amazing besties. And if you are watched to this extent, I give you a very big shout out. My today's shout out is for my paddies that stayed till the end of this story and are still listening to me right now. May God bless you. I love you all so much. Thanks for the endless support. Thanks for the like, the comments, the repost, the shares. May God bless you for me abundantly. Please and please, if you like what African Tales by Sonia is doing on this platform and you wish to support me, you can also buy me a coffee by using the link on my bio. Thank you and God bless you as you do that. And if you want me to give you a shout out or a special hug, kindly drop your name and where you are watching me from in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this story to the end once again. Thank you so much. And before I go, remember, make yourself the priority. Never let anyone bring you down. Until I come away again with my next amazing and superb story. Ciao!